Hello everybody and welcome to another pomade review. So the pomade that we're going to be looking at today is Prospectors Iron Ore. So in the past I've looked at the Prospectors Original and the Crude Oil Based. You can check those reviews out right here. And this is the Iron Ore. So when the original Prospectors came out, a lot of people said that it was quote-unquote too light for them, and they wanted it to be in a heavier hold. Now for me it was great because I like them a little bit lighter, but I can understand for a lot of guys who like a nice heavier hold would want that from them. So that came Iron Ore, which is the obviously heavy holding water base. And once again, Prospectors, amazing packaging, fabulous packaging. I like that this one is all black with the gold on it, and the contrast of the colors is really fantastic. And even there's some red writing on there, and just beautiful, absolutely beautiful packaging. And then once again on the inside, Prospectors is imprinted on there, and on the inside you have at the bottom a little anvil. Like the other one, which had, the original Prospectors had a pick and a shovel, something like that. On the inside, this one has an anvil. And obviously red on the inside, unlike the gold, original Prospectors Gold Rush, and the scent is same as the original, so fantastic. To me, they call it barbershop. Some people say it's like a, to them, I don't know where they get this, they say it's like sunscreen. I don't get that at all. I get super clean, like a soapy bay rum. And a lot of people call me crazy when I say that, but it smells really nice. Honestly, probably one of my favorite water-based scents, aside from like Damon Barber and stuff like that, but excellent scent. Alright, so with this pomade, so I'm going to give you some of my thoughts beforehand about what I got out of this product. So it says this is supposed to be their heavy hold water base. But to me, it actually wasn't that much different from the original Prospectors, which was a bit of a letdown. So scooping out, almost nothing. It's literally feels like almost no tension at all. And then in the hands, it feels rather sticky, almost kind of sticky in the hands. But yeah, as far as on the hold spectrum, I would say the original Prospectors is like a light medium, and this one's just like a medium. So if you're expecting an ultimate super heavy, you're not going to get it with this. But still scoops out very nice, and that scent just gets everywhere. Now, I do have to say, as far as this pomade goes, in the whole scheme of things with the overall performance, it was actually a bit disappointing to me. For some things that we'll get into later about why this stuff was disappointing. So, application is a bit sticky. Still goes away in the hands nice and still goes in the hair nice, but it's a lot stickier than the original Prospectors. And if I can see where if your hair is completely dry when you apply this stuff, it could have a bit of tugging and pulling, but I always apply damp. But yes, it's pretty sticky, but still only feels about a medium. So got all the pomade in there, and I'm going to get to slicking it back. Slicks back quite nice, but once again, really sticky. It's lacking that smoothness that the original one had, because that's what was very nice about the original one, was it was really smooth. But this stuff, very sticky, and in the hair it feels sticky and somewhat dry, which is another thing that's interesting to me, because, you know, Prospectors, what they were marketed for, and what was important about them, and what they thought about them, and was that the original had hemp oil, and it made it so your hair wasn't dry, and it didn't suck the life out of your hair and whatnot. But this stuff, I washed it out of my hair, and my hair was so dry. And I don't know if that's because they didn't put hemp oil in this one, because the hemp oil is what made it weaker. But yeah, I don't know what it is, but my hair, it just got super dry, which was a real disappointment. Once again, disappointment, because the original was so good at that. It was like I've said multiple times before, it was like the poor man's version of Damon Barber, which is a real letdown. And as you can see, I'm having trouble getting my hair forward because of that stickiness and that it's like a dry stickiness, and I'm having trouble with that because I like sticky pomades. Sometimes they work for me, but this dry stickiness is not working for me, and it's just not doing me much justice. So I'm gonna have to call it there and just kind of tweak as much as I can off camera. But yeah, so a lot of this pomade for me, it was just disappointing with a lot of the performance and whatnot. So I washed it out. My hair was super dry, and the way this stuff, and this is biggest sin, because with all the different types of new water bases that we have nowadays, there are a lot of options for non-drying and stuff that isn't as crunchy. But the worst thing is that in about 30 minutes, when this stuff dries up, it dries like a rock, and your hair is just like suavecito. And if you know me, that's not a good thing. So yeah, there are just a lot of disappointing things about this stuff. But if I were to look at the positive things about this stuff, still has same great scent. And if you like something sticky, go for more of a not very round, not very forward shape. This would be good. It would work out well for you. But me, it just not doing me a lot of justice, because I don't like how it left my hair so dry. I don't like how it dried out in the hair and it was just like super crunchy. But I mean, once again, another positive to that is that your hair won't move, and definitely not moving, and the packaging is beautiful. So there's my review, Prospectors. I picked it up on their website, and if it's something you like, give it a try. But I know with all of these modern day water bases, with all the home brews and stuff that's getting improved, it's hard to look at something like this and appreciate it. So anyway, there's Prospectors Iron Ore.